What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So now, we have some unfortunate news that I have to deliver to you guys that I pretty much knew, but now it's been made public so I can let you guys know. The highly anticipated, undisputed welterweight showdown between undefeated, unified, 3-belt, WBC, WBA, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is widely considered by many to be top 2, if not number 1, top 5 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in Errol the True Spence Jr. 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach, and undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO, World Boxing Organization welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is widely considered by many to be the number 1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is 38 wins, no losses, no draws, 29 big wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. The most highly anticipated fight in the sport of boxing. It's not going to happen this year. Okay. Due to some wording in the contract and due to time restrictions. They're running out of time. The initial date that they were targeting was November 19th. Well, the last date, should I say, that they were targeting was November 19th. Okay. With that said, there's a plethora of different things that seems to be standing in the way of this fight coming to fruition. And now it's looking like they have just came to the place where they're going to look at 2023. Okay. Possibly January of 2023. Okay. Which means that would mean that Terence Crawford would have been out the ring this entire year of 2022. And in the span of 3 years, Terence Crawford has fought 2 to 3 times. He's fought once in 2020, once in 2021, none in 2022, going into 2023. So in 3 years, Terence Crawford would have fought twice in 3 years. Errol Spence, he fought once in 2020 against Danny Garcia, then once in 2022 against Yordenis Ugas. So in the span of 3 years for Errol Spence, he's fought a total of 2 years, 2 times, a grand total of 2 times in 3 years. Okay, both very, very inactive. Errol Spence due to injuries, obviously suffering a horrific car accident October of 2019 that saw him out the ring for 14 months. He came back December 5th of 2020, took on Danny Garcia, beat him, then suffered a broken or detached retina ahead of his highly anticipated showdown with legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao. That sidelined him until April 16th, Arlington, Texas, AT&T Dallas Cowboys Stadium against Yordenis Ugas in a unification bout. Terence Crawford, seems like it was just disputes with legendary promoter, Top Rank CEO Bob Arum, ESPN and Top Rank, that saw him sidelined for a duration of time. So with that said, one of the things that I've been told that's hindering it is that a rematch clause. I've been told that Errol Spence's team doesn't believe that Terence Crawford is worthy of a rematch clause. This is just what I've been told. Don't know how true it is, right? That they just want to have a one-off with Terence Crawford. They want to fight Terence Crawford. They win the fight against Terence Crawford, and they want to move on. They don't want to have to rematch Terence Crawford. I've also been told that it's a similar deal that 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who's currently the undisputed super middleweight world champion and widely considered the face of the sport of boxing, top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is now 58 wins, 58 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. that Canelo Alvarez wanted a one-way rematch clause. Should he lose against Caleb Plant in their Undisputed showdown, should he lose against Caleb Plant, then he get a rematch clause. But should he win, he don't have to rematch Caleb Plant. I'm hearing that it's one of those types of scenarios, in that Terence Crawford wants a rematch clause, rightfully so, because Terence Crawford is the WBO champion. He's undefeated as well. He's the former Undisputed champion. Terence Crawford is very well accomplished. Okay, now we can debate who has a better resume, Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. We can debate that, right? Errol Spence, no doubt, is the bigger draw. No doubt. The numbers don't lie, okay? Numbers don't lie. Errol Spence, for sure, is the bigger draw in this situation, by far. But it's being told to me that Terence Crawford wants a rematch clause, and they don't want to give him a rematch clause, which is unfortunate, because it's devaluing Terence Crawford's status. Terence Crawford deserves a rematch clause. If that to be the case, Terence Crawford definitely deserves a rematch clause, for sure. He's the champion. Why wouldn't he deserve a rematch clause? His numbers, no, he's not the biggest draw at Errol Spence. He's not a bigger sell as Errol Spence. No, but he's accomplished. He's considered the best fighter in the world, and he deserves a rematch clause should that be the case. Also, I'm being told that there's the money in the contracts, no back-end money. I'm also being told that there's no back-end money being offered to Errol Spence as well. Okay? Now, why would Errol Spence, being the draw that he is, he's a bigger draw, not receive back-end money? Or not look to receive back-end money? This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Okay? So how could Errol Spence not be offered back-end money? I don't understand not taking the risk. You have the zone, and again, nobody wants to lose money, of course, right? But you have to take the risk and see what it does, okay? They took the risk and see what the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight did. We assumed that it was going to be the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, and it turned out to be the biggest fight in the history of the sport of boxing, for sure, right? But at the end of the day, going into it, did you know 1,000% that it was going to be the big? No, you didn't. You took a chance. They were willing to take a chance on Canelo Alvarez, giving him $100 million. Did they know for sure that Canelo Alvarez was going to return their investment? No. Canelo Alvarez didn't return the investment on his fight with Gennady Golovkin for the zone. He didn't, okay? He was paid $45 million. Triple G was paid $20 million. The fight reportedly only sold 500,000 pay-per-views at $80, which brings it to 40-something million, which means, let's say they did 10 million at the gate, right? Along with that, that's 50-something million. They still took a loss, a $10 to $12 million loss, right? So you have to take a chance and hope that the piracy in the sport of boxing doesn't truly affect the fight in a negative way, in a massive negative way. So, unfortunately, they're targeting now January, okay? The fight is not going to proceed forward. I believe that it's 90% chance it's not going to proceed forward this year, okay? And it's unfortunate because, again, both guys are very inactive. Now, maybe Errol Spence, now, here's the thing. I'm being told that Errol Spence wants to fight in November. Well, it's already October. I highly doubt that Errol Spence is fighting next month. Highly doubt that. I've been told that Errol Spence could be fighting in Texas next month. It will have to be the 19th. Well, seeing as though it's going to move to AT&T Dallas Cowboys Stadium, they have to make sure that the Cowboys are on the road because it's NFL season and the stadium is available. And then he can fight in November. But it will have to be the end of November. I'm hard-pressed to see that happening. Maybe it does, right? Now, on the flip side of that, right? Terence Crawford. What's Terence Crawford going to do? Let's say Errol Spence does fight in November. Let's say Terence Crawford does fight in November, right? against different opposition. Well, they ain't going to fight in January. So if the target date is January, then how could they both fight in November? Because they won't be ready to fight in January. They will have to announce it in November and prepare and promote it for January. So it's truly unfortunate for the sport of boxing. I don't blame Terence Crawford. I don't blame Errol Spence. I blame the powers that be behind the scenes for not getting this fight done. And Errol Spence fought 6 months ago. Terence Crawford fought over a year ago, November, well, not over a year, going on a year, right? November 20th of 2021 against Sean Porter. They knew that Errol Spence and Terence Crawford was the fight to be made. Errol Spence is on record saying that they already begin preparations for the Terence Crawford fight before he even fought Ugas. And after he beat Ugas and called out Terence Crawford, that was April, let's say April 17th, because after 12 o'clock. April, May, June, July, August, September. We are in October now, 6 months ago. And you couldn't figure it out? It's a black eye for the sport of boxing, is what it is. It's greed and it's a black eye for the sport of boxing, period. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.